Right, so we're on to round number 84. And now round number 84, round number 85, round number 86, we are going to do exactly what we did before. Right, so round number 84, we're going to repeat round number 83. Round number 85, we're going to repeat round number 84. Round number 86, we're going to repeat round number 85. And so we'll end up with exactly the same stitch count at the end of round number 86. Okay, so you're just going to carry on, right? As you can see, I went on ahead and just to show you, right? So we're going to carry on like that. And so we have three rounds that are exactly the same. So I shall see you at the end of round number 86. So we have finished off our round number 86 and we just slip stitched into the second double crochet front post and fastened off, and you can work in all of your ends now. Right, so it's going to look like that. So you've got all this sort of interesting texture going on, something like a lattice work almost, right? Okay, so round number 86 done and dusted, and I shall see you at round number 87. Oh, I can just hear a collective groan. Right, so it had to happen sooner or later that I was going to add this independent round of little daisy flowers, right? So I had been dreaming about them and I just had to add them. But I know they're a pain to make because you're going to have to make every flower individually and you're going to have to make your little puff bobbles, right? So now we are going to start. So you're going to make 30 of these flowers and they are in, so round number 87 is in two parts. We're going to first make the little bubble and then we're going to make the flower, right? So now you can see where I've placed the little 5-petal flower, right? Your flowers don't have to be absolutely perfect. I mean, you don't, well, maybe some people like things very, very geometric. This is kind of a geometric pattern, but we're using a lot of florals. So it doesn't have to be, absolutely perfect, your flowers, right? Just your placement and your stitch counts. Okay, so now what you're going to do is work into the space, that general space where we made our sets of 5 double crochet back posts, right? Now we're going to start. So this is where we're working, right? In that section over there. So it's going to correspond with your 2 leaves. So you can see Augusta's been lying on my work and I just didn't have the heart to move her. Right, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know what the story is there. So please think about her this coming Friday, which is, well, by the time you get this, it will have been the past Friday. So, but it would be Friday I'll just check the date, actually. Well, anyway, if you see my Instagram post, then you'll know little Augusta is in the wars, so to speak. Right, so what we're going to do is, I'm working with 2 colours, so obviously you're going to be working with 2 colours as well. And I'm going to make my little bubble in my camel, which I always think of as a sort of pale gold. I find the description camel, because camels really don't look, they're really not this colour, right? So I like to think of this colour as pale gold. Right, now what we're going to do is, so you've got your section here, so we have got round number 82, 3, 4, 5, 6, and those were the rounds. This was round number 81 was double crochet front post, and then we worked double crochet back post, double crochet back post, double crochet back post, double crochet back post, round number 86, double crochet back post 5 times. So now what we're going to do is count these lines across like that. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we are going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to work into the double or around the double crochet back post number 3 of this round. So this is 81, 82, 83. So it's round number 83, and it's the third double crochet back post. Now, if you want to, so you have an option here. You can either work into this one or into that one. It's not going to make much of a difference. Okay, I've done that just to test it out, and it makes no difference. Okay, but I'm going to work into this round number 83. If you want to work into round number 84, that's entirely up to you. Right, so now you might have to kind of work sideways here. So I'm going to start with a single crochet, kind of like a standing single crochet, and you want to work over your tail. Right, so you can kind of hold your tail like that. Okay, so now, right, so I'm going to make my single crochet and then yarn over, and now we're going to do a yarn over times 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, and we're working over the tail, so it's going to look like that. Okay, then yarn over, pull through, and try and keep your yarn overs, so your little puff, nice and tight, right? So not loose, but as tight as you can get it. Then we'll snip off that tail, pull through. All right, so we worked around the post of the double crochet back post. Right, now we're just going to work those tails to the wrong side. Right, okay, so it's going to look like that. Now with your tails on the wrong side, you're going to pull this tail that you worked over, and what that's going to do is that standing single crochet will just kind of disappear. Right, and then we're going to knot the two ends together like that. Okay, so that is going nowhere, and then on your right side you'll have that, oh, I want to call it a bubble, but I suppose technically it's a bead stitch. Right, however, it's going to look very bobblish after we've made the little flower. Right, so that is our first part of round number 87. So what I've been doing is I've been making a complete flower and fastening off each time. Right, so you might want to just go on ahead and make all of the bubbles, so you'll have 30, because we have 30 sections of these 5 double crochet back posts. So you can just do that first, maybe, if that's what you want to do, but I'll just show you quickly how to make the flower. So this is the second part, or A, I think in the pattern I wrote A and B, so this is the B part of round number 87. We're going to chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll slip stitch into your very beginning chain, right? If you can get it under 2 strands, that's great, or 2 loops, that's great, but 1 is fine. So then we're going to chain 3. So remember just to hold your loop like that so that you're going into the correct hole, so to speak. You want to go into the center of your ring. So we're going to make a chain 3, which is equal to 1 double crochet, or a chain or just a chain 3, it doesn't really matter. Then we'll make a double crochet, and then we'll chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, so we're working into that ring and then slip stitch closed. Right, try again, try and work over your tail. Then we are going to chain 3. Okay, yarn over, work into the hole of that ring, that center hole, with a double crochet, and then again 1, 2, 3, chain 3, slip stitch back into the ring and work over the tail, right, all the time. Then 1, 2, 3, chain 3, yarn over, 1 double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch back into the ring, 1, 2, 3. We're going to make 5 of these. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch back into the ring, 1, 2, 3, and of course the color I'm using is green. A double crochet, so it's chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch back into the ring, right? So you have that little loop on your hook, you're just going to fasten off, you're going to pull through like that, and then you're just going to work your little tail to the back like that. So, you know, depending on your tension and the yarn you're using and so on and so forth, some of your flowers may look a bit more together than others. Right, so now this is the fun part. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to cut my tails so that they are the same. Now just insert your hook, try to keep the tail out the way, insert your hook into the space just left of your puff bubble, just pull those 2 tails to the back like that. And now what you want to do is just grab, but be very gentle about it, just grab that little puff, pull it to the front. Now when you're sure that you've got all the puff to the front like that, you're going to pull the ring of your flower closed, right? So pull it as tight as it'll go, like that. There we go. Okay, I don't know why I get just so much delight out of doing silly things like that, but to me it's fun. Right, okay, so you want to make sure that that is super tight. And now this is the part that I don't really have a perfect solution to. You're just going to knot your ends together from your A and your B like that. Now, either you can snip them off, which I've done. So I've snipped them, I just made sure that my knots were super tight, and then I snipped off the knot, and then later I'm actually just going to put a dab of fabric glue over the knot, which will secure it, and then I'll get my claret yarn, or claret, whichever you want to call it, and I'll actually just close this up just sew it closed, right? Basically a sort of a darn to cover the back of the flower, right? So that's something you can do when you're busy watching Netflix, you know. So I like doing these independent little sewing bits, right? Okay, so there you go, and you're probably cursing me and going, why can't you just crochet like a normal person, woman? Right. Okay, so you're going to make your little flowers, and the fun part about making these flowers is that they don't have to all be the same color, right? You can make different depending on how you're interpreting this design. So for myself and for a few other people, the bold colors and the contrasts are indicative of the kind of folk art that I love and adore, and so almost naive folk art kind of vibe, right? But for some of you, you might want to use more ombre effects, you may want to use a lot of pastels and so on and so forth, in which case you can make your flowers in different colors, right? Okay, so I'm going to love and leave you with that. And don't rush, take your time. You know, there's no competition here. Just work at your own pace. And I shall see you at the end of this round, which is round number 87. Have fun. Right, so we're on to round number 88. And the color that I am using, I'm going to go back to using my denim color. Now, what you want to do is find a section where you have placed your flower, right? Like that. So you'll have 4 sets of double crochet front posts to your right. Then you'll have those 5 double crochet back posts behind your flower, and then you'll have 4 double crochet front posts to your left, right. So now left, right. Okay, don't let that confuse you. Right, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working right of our flower, and we're going to begin in the second double crochet front post, right, from round number 86. So I'm just going to start with a chain 2 front post, and then we're going to make a double crochet front post over a double crochet, right. So something I wanted to show you, actually, as you can see with that little tail, you can also make your front post stitch. If you're going to do chains, you can actually incorporate the tail as well, like that. Okay, and that helps to keep the tail at the back. So that's a little trick I saw on YouTube a long time ago, and I didn't really use it because I'm such a creature of habit, but that's one way to kind of, so that that tail doesn't get, because that tail is in the front and it gets in the way, right? But if you do it like that, where you incorporate the tail in those 2 chains, then your tail stays at the back, just behaves itself, right? It's just a little trick. Then, so now we've made 2 half double crochet front posts over those first 2 half double crochets to the right of our flower. So any flower, you can start anywhere. And then we're going to make a half double crochet front post over the next 5 double crochet back posts from our round number 86. Right, like that. And then we're going to make a half double crochet front post over our next 2 double crochet front posts. So now we'll have 9 half double crochet front posts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now for the next part, we're going to be working into these 2 skipped half double crochet back post from round number 80, right? So we're going to work into the post or around the post of the first one. We're going to be making 3 half double crochet, not half double, I've got half double crochet on the brain. We're going to be making 3 double trebles together. Now, when you make your first one, move it a little bit down the post of that half double crochet back post from round number 80, and then stack the next double treble right on top of that, and then you stack the last one. So we're working around the post of the half double crochet, right? And this is just so that they don't twist, they kind of lie flat when you do it this way, right? And then work the last, yeah. When you want everything to go right in front of the camera, then of course it doesn't happen. Murphy's Law, right? 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through, chain 1 to close, right? Now don't worry about this little gap over here, which sometimes happens. There are tricks to cover up that gap, but in subsequent rounds we're actually going to take care of that, so don't worry about that. And can you see what I mean about the 3 double trebles lying flat, right? Okay, and then we're going to chain 8, but you can also chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if your tension is very tight or your yarn doesn't have much give, then I would recommend doing 10 chains, but I'm just going to do 8. Then we're going to yarn over times 3, and this time we're going to skip. So we're skipping all of this. We're skipping those next 2 double crochet front post, we're skipping the chain 2, we're skipping the half double crochet back post, we're skipping the next chain 2, right? And we're skipping the single crochet from round number 81. And then we're going to stack our next 3 double trebles, and this time we'll work the opposite way. Right, so this is going to be the top one, and then we'll go down. So with the first one we were working up, and now we're working down. So one below the other. Pull through, chain 1 to close. Yarn over. We're going to skip our next 2 first double crochet front post of 4. When I say first, I mean first of 4. And then we're going to make a half double crochet front post over our next 2 double crochet front posts, and those are the 2 half double crochet front posts where we started, and that's right again of your flower. And then we'll work those next 5 half double crochet front posts. So we're working those around those double crochet back posts from round number 86, and then we're working the next 2 double crochet front posts from round number 86, and then we're just going to do exactly what we did over here, we're going to do here again. So sorry about all the cat hair, but I am allowing Miss Augusta to sleep on my work. She seems to get a lot of comfort out of it, and at this point I'm just letting her do whatever she wants to do. Okay, right, so that's basically how it's going to look. Okay, so as I said, you might want to do a chain 10, and if your stitch work is really tight or your yarn is very unforgiving, then you can even make 12. Okay, so right, so we're going to end up with 30 times 9 half double crochet front posts, which is 270, and we're going to end up with 60 times double trebles together, three double trebles together, right? 60, because we've got 30 times 2, and we're going to end up with 30 chain 8 to 10 spaces. So I shall see you at the end of this round, which is round number 88. Right, and to finish off our round number 88, we're just going to slip stitch into the second half double crochet front post, and then snip off, and there we go. Right, so it's going to look like that. I don't know how the light has been, of course, super cloudy outside. Okay, but there you go. So it's going to look like that. Okay, so I am going to see you at round number 89. So we're on to round number 89, and round number 89 I've gone on ahead. In fact, I got a bit carried away and almost finished the entire round. So this is what we're going to be doing. So it's pretty easy. And what you're going, if you hear very odd noises in the background, it's it's just that I have two dogs chewing on some treats, some sort of bone-shaped toys. They're not bones. I don't actually give my dogs bones, but anyway. So I've got Lally and Tweenie sort of lying about on the carpet in my workroom, busy chewing away. So if you hear odd sounds, that's what it is. So now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working into these chain 2 spaces from round number 86, right? So you're going to be working in front of this chain 8 space from round number 88, right? Shh, you guys. Right, so now you're going to begin with a treble into the first chain 2 space, right? And we're going to be making 5 trebles into these chain 2 spaces. So you're going to end up with 10 trebles. So 3, 4, 5, right? And then you're going to skip your half double crochet back post from round number 86, and you're still working in front of that chain 8 from round number 88, right? And we're going to make another 5 trebles into our chain 2 space. 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, like so. Right, so you'll have 10 trebles altogether in those 2 chain 2 spaces. Then you're going to chain 3. You might want to do a chain 4 if your tension is quite tight, okay? And now you're going to make a single crochet into the number 3 back strand of the half double crochet front posts that we made in round number 88, right? So that's where we're anchoring our chain 3, and then 1, 2, 3. You're making another chain 3, yarn over times 2, pull your chain 8 to the wrong side, and then not the wrong side really, just to the back, right? And then we're back to making our 2 times 5 trebles. There we go, 2 times 5 trebles into our next chain 2 spaces. So this is a nice quick and easy round, right? Okay, I'm just going to make 5 here quickly, so at least it's finished off. Right, so I'm actually almost finished my round because I got completely carried away and just sort of, I thought, oh, well, I'll make a few and then I can just show you where we're going with this. And then next thing, I'd already made about 20 because it is actually quite addictive. Right, okay, so the back is going to look like, well, the wrong side or the back is going to look like that. And then the rest is going to look like so. Right. Okay, so you should end up with 30 times 10 trebles, which is 300, and 30 times single crochets, 60 times chain 3 or 4 spaces. Okay, right. And I shall see you at round number 90. Before we go on, I'm just going to show you, I forgot to mention how you finish, but I mean, you do know that by now, right? So when you've gone all the way around, you're just going to slip stitch into the second treble, right? Like that. You'll just slip stitch into the second treble and fasten off. Okay, so I shall see you at round number 90. Round number 90, you can begin pretty much anywhere on the circle, but what you want to do is find any of your sets of 9 half double crochets from round number 88, the half double crochet front posts, right? We're going to begin by making a chain 3 back post, and you can do this like I did that half double crochet. You can actually incorporate your tail, right, and just do a chain 3 because then it's kind of the same thickness as your double crochet, right? Okay, so you're going to begin with a chain 3 back post, and then you're going to work double crochet back posts around your next 8 half double crochet front posts, and you'll end up with 9 double crochet back posts, right? Or you should if your stitch count is on point. Right, because this is where you'll find out whether you made a mistake with your half double crochet front posts, right? But you don't want, I'm sure you're all going to be absolutely fine. Right, and then the last one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 double crochet back posts. Now you're going to yarn over, and remember when I said don't worry too much about these little strands on either side of your 3 double trebles together, because we're going to close that with a double crochet front post. Then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now you're just going to flip this over. So now you're working into that chain 8 space from round number 88, right? And then chain 3, yarn over, and now you're working again on the right side. So you're working on the wrong side there, and now you're working on the right side. You're going to make a double crochet front post, and then you'll work 9 double crochet back posts again. Right, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so I know I am repeating myself. Just to be absolutely sure. Yarn over and double crochet front post. So I'm going a little bit off camera there. Right, and then obviously you're just going to pull And then I have Augusta meowing at the door. She wants to come in. Right, so it's going to look like that. So you're going to end up with 30 times 9 double crochet back posts, 60, so 60 double crochet front posts, 60 times chain 3 spaces, and 30 single crochets. Okay, so I shall see you at the end of round number 90, and we can just finish off round number 90 together before we go on to round number 91. Oopsie. And we are finishing up our round number 90. So I'm making my second last set of chain 3s, single crochet into the chain 8, yarn over the last double crochet front post, right, and then slip stitch into the second double crochet back post and snip off. Right, so it starts getting a little bit weird now because the weight, I think I say this every single time I make a blanket, at some point the weight of the blanket starts pulling down like that, and I have to keep on adjusting my phone. Right, everything starts getting quite big. Okay, so, and then of course, well, you don't have to really pull this through because obviously in subsequent rounds this is all going to pop out like that, but and here it goes. Right, it's a little bit difficult to show you the whole thing, but there we go. Okay, so it's going to look like that. The back is going to look like that. Rightio. Okay, so round number 90 done and dusted, and I shall see you at the beginning of round number 91. Right, so for round number 91, we are going to begin exactly the same way as we did in the previous round. And that is a chain 3 back post around our, okay, so you worked over half double crochet, you worked around half double crochet front posts in the last round, but this time we're working those double crochet back posts, right, around the previous double crochet back posts, right? So you should end up with the same stitch count, right? So we're working double crochet back post times 9, so you're still going to have those 9 double crochet back posts, same as the last round, right? Okay, so we have 9 double crochet back posts, and then we're going to work a front post over the next front post, double crochet front post, right? And then we are going to work 1, 2, 3 double crochets into the next chain 3 space. We're going to skip our single crochet and then work 3 double crochets into the next chain 3 space. So we'll have 6 double crochets. Then we're going to yarn over, and the rest is history. Right, so we're working a double crochet front post over the next double crochet front post, and we're back to working double crochet back posts times 9. So I don't really have to show you much more than that. It's very simple. So I'm just going to stop there, right? Okay, so we have 9 double crochet back posts, front post, front post double crochets over our previous double crochet front post, and into our all of our chain 3 spaces we're working 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, like that. And now this is round number 91. So round number 92 and round number 93, we're going to do exactly what we've done here. So you'll be working exactly what we've done with the back post, but we'll be working single, I beg your pardon, we'll be working, so where you're, with your next, let me start that again. Round number 92, we are going to be doing exactly what we did, except for the sets of 6 double crochets, you're going to work double crochet back posts. So we're going to have double crochet back posts times 6, so we're increasing our numbers of double crochet back posts. So we have 30 sets of 9, and then we're going to have another 6, right? So we'll have 15. The magic number that we were working with earlier, where we had 50 sets of 15 of those stitches, except of course now we're adding those 2 extra times 30, right? And that's how we kind of gradually increasing our circle. Okay, so for round number 92 and for round number 93, but what I'll do is, I'm just trying to think if I really need to make another 2 videos. I think I will see you at the end of round number 93. Okay, because when you finish with this video, you can I'll immediately jump to round number 93, and then you'll easily be able to see how we've carried on. Right, okay, because this is all very, very simple. And if you're following the written pattern, even easier, right? So I'm just trying to think for those of you who don't follow the written pattern because your home language is not English, and you're following the videos, right? So the next video that I make, so you're going to finish this round, go all the way around and finish up exactly how we always do, which is you're going to slip stitch into your second double crochet, right? So I'm going to see you at round number 93, and well, good luck, you'll be fine. If you get stuck, just ask questions in the group and we'll all jump in to help you. Right, so we're on to round number 92. Now round number 92 and round number 93 are going to be identical, right? Where we're just working double crochet front posts and double crochet back posts, right? So again, you can begin anywhere. Okay, if you want to do a continuous round, I'm going to leave that up to you. But I don't really like, as I said before, I was complaining about it earlier, that it leaves a little seam. It's not a biggie, really. Right, so again, begin anywhere in your set of 9 double crochet back posts, right? So I did my chain 3 back post, which is equal to 1 double crochet back post, and then we're going to work those 9 double crochet back posts, right? So again, you're going to have 30 times 9 double crochet back posts, right? And of course the stitch count for your double crochet front post will remain the same. And then you're going to have 30 times 6 double crochet back posts. Whoops, mustn't forget that. Double crochet front post. Right, so 6 and 9 is 15. So we're kind of back to the 15 sets of 15 stitches, remember, except of course now we've increased our round by 60 double crochet front posts. So we've added 60 onto our original stitch count, which was 15 times 30, which was 450. Right, I'll just check because my maths is rubbish. So 15 times 30. Yes, so we have 450 stitches plus our 60, which is equal to 510. So your total stitch count for this round and the previous round is 510 stitches. Right, now we're just going to make double crochet back posts around those 6 double crochets, right, like that. Right, and to finish off round number 92, we're just going to slip stitch into that second double crochet back post and fasten off. Now, right, and then I like to pull through like that. So your round number 92 is going to look like that, okay? So again, apologies for the light, but well, that's too much sun in the summer, too many clouds in the winter. Right, so your round number 92 is going to look like that, okay? Rightio, so let's move on to round number 93, which is the last of these 10 rounds. And on to round number 93. So basically, you can just begin anywhere. For those of you who don't mind that seam, you can just seamlessly continue with the next round, because the next round is exactly the same as round number 92, right? So this is our final round, as I was saying. So I'm just going to make my chain 3 equal to 1 double crochet. It's just a habit for me to say that now because you know what it is. Right, so I made that chain 3 back post, which equaled the first double crochet. So we're just doing exactly what we did in round number 92. So we'll have our first set of 9 double crochet back posts, right, 8, 9, and then work our double crochet front post, and then our 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh not 5, sorry, 6, our 6 double crochet back posts. I'm still stuck in our set of 5, and then again our, oh goodness me, and then we'll work our double crochet front post, and then we're back to working our double crochet back post again times 9. Okay, so you'll end up with 510 stitches, which is 30 times 15 double crochet back posts, and then of course we've got 60 double crochet front posts. Right, so that is round number 93, the last of our 10 rounds. I think I've said that about 4 times now. And I shall see you at the next set. So I'm not going to finish this round with you, because obviously when you finish off, you'll just slip stitch into your second double crochet and fasten off. Rightio, so see you at round number 94.